Hi, my name is Stephen Akins, and I'll be doing a report on LeBron James. LeBron James is a famous basketball player in the National Basketball Association, also known as the NBA. He was born in Akron, Ohio on December 30th, 1984. He started off as a very young and talented man. He was well known by his coaches and other players. Um, from a young age, everyone knew that LeBron James had what it took to maybe make it to the next level. He had that spark, that energy, there's that drive to be an NBA player, to be something special. By the time he reached middle school, most of his mentors, um, coaches, people of that sort knew that LeBron James was going to possibly be the next big thing. By the time he went his freshman year, um, him and buddies that he grew up with, that he played basketball with growing up, decided to go to St. Vincent St. Mary High School in Akron, Ohio. There they would win two state championships, and LeBron James would begin his track of the chosen one. Um, he was known as the chosen one to be the next big superstar in the NBA. The NBA had been on a superstar drought ever since Michael Jordan retired in 1998. So they were constantly looking for the next big thing, and LeBron James gave everybody what they wanted. He entered in the NBA draft in 2003, where he would be drafted by Cleveland Cavaliers for the number one overall pick. His actual hometown team was able to draft him. LeBron James would go on. He would start off very fast, become a very good player early on. Within his fourth game, he was actually able to average. He was actually able to get a triple double, which is when you score over 10 points, you have over 10 rebounds and over 10 assists. He's just something special. He went on from there to lead Cleveland Cavaliers to the 2007 NBA Finals, where he was swept by the San Antonio Spurs in a best-of-7 series, 4-0. After that, LeBron started to realize that he might need more help in Cleveland, but he decided to stay for 3 more years and continue to try to recruit talent to Cleveland, but no one would come, and so he ended up losing in the Eastern Conference Finals 2 years to the Boston Celtics. And so in the summer of 2010, he decided to test free agency. His contract was up, and he left the Cleveland Cavaliers to join his friend Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade on the Miami Heat. It was a huge move. It was very, it was critiqued by everyone. Everyone said he was leaving his hometown. He was leaving them hanging. Fans burned his jersey. This guy, you name it, he heard it. But it ended up turning out to be the best thing for him, because he ended up going there and he went to 4 straight NBA Finals. The first one he played the Dallas Mavericks in 2011, and they lost. It made LeBron James go back and change his game. He really looked. He was like, I'm on this great team now with two other superstars, and yet I'm still not winning this title. So he ended up going back and going to the drawing board and practicing and practicing and practicing and practicing. And by doing that, he was able to make his game better. And he'd go on to win the next two NBA championships, and then go another time and lose to the San Antonio Spurs. In 2014, he decided to opt out of his contract in 2014 after being with the Miami Heat for 4 years and going to 4 straight finals and winning two of them, to go back to Cleveland to bring a championship that he had always promised his hometown. So he went back to Cleveland, and his first year there, they went to the NBA championship, where they played the Warriors, the Golden State Warriors, and they lost. It was huge. It was upsetting. It was devastating for many. He had two of his best players on his team get hurt in the playoffs, where they were not able to go into the finals with him. LeBron James played amazing, and they still lost. So what did he do? He did what he always does, and he went back to the drawing board and practice. And so they went to the finals again, and he finally delivered that championship home to Cleveland, where he beat the Warriors and brought that championship home to Cleveland. LeBron James he's a role model for many. He's always being critiqued. People want him to be better and better and better and better and better. And he does everything in his power, and he's one of the best people on and off the court. He's a great guy. He funds the Boys and Girls Foundation, where he donates tons of money, does tons of things for them in the off season, and even during the season when he has a chance. He's just done so many good things. In a world of social media, LeBron James has been able to stay out of trouble, not do anything that would catch the media's attention to criticize this man, because they're looking for ways to criticize him, and yet he stayed great off the court. And then on the court, it's self-explanatory. He's won 3 NBA championships. He's still playing currently. He's went to 7 straight NBA finals. When it's all said and done, he's probably going to be considered the best of all time, next to Michael Jordan. So here you have this kid that grew up in Akron, Ohio, was at an early age considered the chosen one, had all this pressure on his shoulders, and yet he delivered. He's been able to basically answer everything that anyone's asked him when it comes to the game of basketball. He's a great person. There's not much more that you can ask. And so at the end of the day, LeBron James is a phenomenal athlete, a phenomenal person, and a phenomenal player in the NBA.